of the big talking points to come out of this year's Survivor Series War Games has been whatever's going on with Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Cody Rhodes. Because it sure looks like that a combination of those three will be having a match somewhere down the line, quite possibly at WrestleMania 42. So the purpose of today's video is we're going to be taking a look into Roman Reigns versus CM Punk and Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. Real quickly, before we get too far ahead in the video, I want to say that if you are a WWE fan, consider subscribing to this YouTube channel. That is all we post is WWE related content. So if you're a WWE fan, again, consider subscribing. It's free. You can always change your mind later. So I think the most popular answer amongst the WWE universe would be Roman Reigns versus CM Punk. And I think that's the more popular choice because we've not really seen Roman Reigns versus CM Punk before. Obviously, we do know that there is history to go off of and that can build them a really good story, but outside of last year's WrestleMania build, we really haven't gotten a lot between the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns and CM Punk. And I think it's important to say the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns because at this point, the Tribal Chief and the Big Dog feel like two completely different timelines. And like I said, we had their build for WrestleMania 41, but you also had Seth Rollins in the mix as well. And taking a big chunk of that storyline was Paul Heyman. So having just a one-on-one story between Roman Reigns and CM Punk, I think would be very, very entertaining. Imagine the mic work that we would get from these two. Again, we already know kind of what it could look like, but just having these two on the mic against each other, that would be fun as heck. Now, it is worth noting that if this match does take place between Roman Reigns and CM Punk, there is the possibility that CM Punk is still carrying that World Heavyweight Championship around. And let's not forget what Roman Reigns called the World Heavyweight Championship at one point in time, calling it the secondary title. And I do think that in an alternate timeline, CM Punk is swapped out for Seth Rollins here. I think the WWE is aware that WWE fans want to see another match between Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins at a WrestleMania. And I'm not talking about a tag team match, a one-on-one match at WrestleMania between Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. A lot of people want to see that because these are two guys that are inching closer and closer to the ends of their career. And Father Time remains undefeated. So I do think that Roman Reigns and CM Punk, if it is going to happen, I do think the original idea was to have Seth Rollins replacing CM Punk, but I'm more than okay with having CM Punk in this position. And then you have Cody Rhodes. And obviously the history between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes speaks for itself at this point. And obviously a lot of people don't necessarily want to see another match between these two because we've seen it now twice. Now, something that is also important to note, most big rivalries in the WWE have a trilogy match. So if you want to take a look at it that way, then you can make an argument that it should be Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes again. It would obviously give them a conclusion to their trilogy at WrestleMania. Now, the big reason as to why I don't want to see Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes again isn't because we've seen the matchup before, but it's because their last WrestleMania match was so unbelievably good and so unbelievably memorable that I don't want a third match to possibly stain that WrestleMania 40 match. Now, it would be very hard to do that, but we've seen WWE mess things up before in the past. But I am legitimately curious into what a one-on-one match between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes would look like. No Paul Heyman, no Rock, no Seth Rollins, just Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. So this is where I want to hear from you guys. Let me know down below in the comments who you would rather see. Roman Reigns versus CM Punk or Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. Again, I think you can make a strong argument for both sides. Me personally, I would like to see Roman Reigns versus CM Punk more. So let me know what you guys would rather see down below in the comments, and while you're down there, swing by the description and click the Linktree link. That is the only link in bio for a reason, and that is because it'll take you to all of the social media platforms for this channel, and I do suggest going and checking out our X page. Besides YouTube, I'm most active over on X. We do updates for Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, and the PLE. Another place that you can go and find extra content like clips from these videos, and just another place for me to post when I upload a video on here to YouTube, is TikTok. So if you enjoy the content that takes place here on YouTube, I strongly suggest going and checking out our X page, our TikTok, our Instagram. So if you do enjoy the content that goes on here on YouTube, I strongly suggest going and checking out our other platforms. With all that said and done, that is going to do it for this video here. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, hit the like button. If you really enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button. Again, both are free. Both really help out the channel a lot, and it would really mean a lot to me. And of course, if you have made it to this point of the video, I want to say thank you very, very much for taking the time out of your busy day to watch these videos here. I know I say it in every video, but it genuinely means the world to me if you guys watch any second of my videos. And as always, stay tuned for more WWE content coming in the future. We'll see you next time.